Why, what's going on, everybody? This is Gamer 2000 here, and why WWE? Why? As soon as I need to move this with me, sorry, but as soon as a big event happens, as soon as a big event like War 25, make it seem like a good episode Monday Night War, not like a special WWE event. Sorry. And I feel really bad for the people that booked tickets for the place that with the original, where the first ever Monday Night War happened, because that place only had 2 matches and like 1 or 2 promos, and they paid a lot of money to go there. Explain this to me. Explain this logic to me. You do not deal with that type of thing. It's ridiculous that you pay that much. And why on earth did Matt Hardy lose to Bray? What? So as soon as you give him something that might make him a main eventer, you just make him lose to Bray Wyatt. And losing to Bray Wyatt in WWE, by the way, is the biggest clue that, hey, you're not succeeding. You'll never be world champion. If you are, it's only a stupid reign for a month and you get your house burnt down. Yeah. And the second match that happened, now I'm not doing this in order of how the show actually happened, but the second match that happened was Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson versus The Revival. Why on earth did The Revival didn't win? And the match was only a couple of minutes. Remember, the 2 matches were only a couple of minutes. And it was only a couple of minutes, and The Revival lost clean like that in a couple of minutes. Then the DX and the Balor Club and Shawn Michaels and pretty much Razor Ramon as well go ahead and beat up The Revival. What? You just ruined The Revival, one of the greatest tag teams you have just getting destroyed by legends, really. I would be fine if it's someone like Kurt Hawkins or something, but really. And they end with people like The Miz and such coming down in the ring, but that part was really disappointing. And okay. And now let's get to the Brooklyn, I think, arena, because the other one was the Manhattan arena. It started off, which I believe is the start of the show. It's Vince McMahon getting given a block for him, congratulating him for celebrating 25 years. Oh, by the way, when The Undertaker came out with Manhattan, he was there. What is he going to reveal? Is he going to reveal that he's retired officially? Or is he going to wrestle one more match? And he revealed absolutely nothing. Why, WWE? Why? At least confirm that he's no longer wrestling. At least do that. You just made Undertaker show up, but just because it's The Undertaker. At least give him a purpose like everyone else did on that night. I'm just really annoyed at that, sorry. Because he's my favourite wrestler of all time. Now we go to the Brooklyn arena, and it kicks off the very way that, I know Manhattan's one was last, I think. But Brooklyn's one was, I think, better, but still not the best. And I know it started off, which is the start of the entire show, with Vince McMahon giving like a plate for celebrating 25 years of Vince McMahon acting like the biggest hero, like, you got it because of me, I'm the only one who got it. But then Stone Cold Steve Austin's music comes on, and Shane McMahon's also in the ring. He whips both of their asses with the stunner. I liked it. It was a great way to start off the show. And then you make this a big deal. Like the first ever Monday Night War, the women didn't even have a match. And you have them a match tonight. And guess what it is? Alicia Fox, Bayley, Sasha Banks, versus Nia Jax, Asuka, and Sonya Deville, I think it was. A stupid 6-man tag for no reason. Oh no! It was Sasha Banks, Bayley, Asuka against Nia Jax, Mandy, and Deville. So yeah. I'm like, really? Really, WWE. You put these guys in a fucking 6-man tag. And I hate the fact that the SmackDown and Women's Championship, just because the first ever Women's Royal Rumble is happening, there's no storyline. I don't even think they're going to be having a title match at the pay-per-view. Because they need all the women for the Royal Rumble. You need to get a bigger roster, WWE. Because I want the SmackDown Women's titles to be defended that night. And unfortunately, CM Punk did that. It was only like a tournament when they froze him. So they're slowly building up a return. I don't see it happening like the Royal Rumble. It might take another year or something. But I think since they're less, worried about putting CM Punk on WWE Network modern day, I think that they're slowly but surely allowing it to the point he's gonna return. Then Sean's View Entertainment will have an orgasm. That's it. Okay. So after that 6-man tag, we get told of these legends, and we have the Boogeyman coming out. I don't remember this in order, but the Boogeyman come out, all the people come out, and they're like, "Yay, we're bizarre, and I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you." It was okay. And backstage, there was AJ Styles with a Hall of Fame ring announcer. I'm like, I don't see why you didn't put AJ Styles in a match on Raw 25. Why not didn't you put a match on Raw 25? Okay, could you keep it in? Keep it in. And then Alexa Bliss is here, so is Natalia, shut up, man. He's like, I will never lose my title. Ric Flair comes and they both go, whoa! It was a waste of talent. Waste of him. And then we have the rest of the WWE legends, because I was like, the WWE legends are not used for the main thing. And guess what they do instead? They play poker. The $1 Million Man played poker. The Jeff Hardy, the APA. I mean, really. And what was next? A great match that we will remember in the history of Raw 25. We have Kurt Hawkins. No, Heath Slater and Rhino versus. By the way, this is the greatest match. Heath Slater and Rhino versus Titus Worldwide, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews. Really, WWE? Okay, calm down. The match was stupid. It was lazily done. But then what kind of saved that moment was the Dudley Boys coming out and whipping Heath Slater's airs with the 3D, and I moved into the poles. So yeah. And next part I think would be I think the next part is Elias Samson coming to the ring, and then Chris Jericho comes up, sings an amazing song, and he puts him on the list. He's like, first he laughs like, yeah, you really feel I was gonna put you on the list. You really think, well, I am. You just made the list. Yes. Then later on, he puts everyone on the list, and At was on his way to going outside to sing a song, just watched all these legends. Unfortunately, The Rock wasn't there. But, Then John Cena comes out. John Cena's about to hit AA. He reversed, low blow, guitar shot, and thank goodness that they made Elias Samson on the 25th anniversary war a star. He just whipped John Cena's ass. That is star material. And later on that night, I can't remember this bit by bit, so if I missed something out, I am sorry. But next, I think was there was a monumental thing where you show all the all the great women's wrestlers. Like there was Trish Stratus, there was the Bella Twins, there was Tori Wilson, And then there was I think a War General match. I think there was Eric Bischoff. There was Okay, I'm confused now. I know Eric Bischoff. That's literally the only one. Oh, John Laurinaitis. Those are the only two I can remember. And then Daniel Bryan comes out because he had a great moment. He's built up the war on it. And then, because Miz is the forgotten match against Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title, Miz's Fiend comes in, and we have Daniel Bryan and The Miz face to face. Hopefully, this means something, and they're face up with WrestleMania. I'd much rather see The Miz versus Daniel Bryan than the Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon. I'd much rather see that. But then that match happened, and thank goodness Roman Reigns didn't win. Miz is an 8-time Intercontinental champion. I kind of wish that it was clean, but hey ho. But the only bad part is it makes it more like, Roman wins the Royal Rumble, because Roman Reigns got John Cena was booed. Roman Reigns was booed a bit, but yeah. And I'm not sure it was in this order, by the way. So there was a Christian prep show. And you don't even have Christian music. You make it. You just have him show up in the ring. He deserves his music. And I'm furious that it didn't happen. And then, instead of the actual show, it gets interrupted by Jason Jordan. Yeah, I want to get into my daddy. He didn't cry, unfortunately. But and the crowd was booing their heads off. Which I'm happy about. He's terrible. And then the bar comes in. They go, and Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan, and then they said, "Your father don't suck. You suck," and the crowd goes crazy, and they chant, "You suck" at Jason Jordan. And Jason Jordan attacks Cesaro and Sheamus. Seth Rollins has to help him, but accidentally hits Jason Jordan. End of that. And it ended in a terrible, terrible way with a few legends, like, there weren't really legends, outside the ring, and Braun Strowman came out in the ring in a feud we don't give a single bit about. And Brock Lesnar comes and runs in the ring, F5's Kane, then Braun Strowman does a running power slam through the table. Basically, what we see every single week. Every single week we see it. Okay, this is the end of this video. I will give this War a 6.8 out of 10. That's my final answer. It was a show where it would be really good. If it's a plain normal Monday Night War and this stuff happened, I would give it a 7 or 8. But the fact that it's the 25th anniversary, and this is what you give us, I have to give it a 6.8. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to be doing these War reviews more often because I have nothing else to film, so it might be a bit easier for me. I'm also doing NXT review if you want to see that. So I think that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And by the way, I'm not sure I mentioned it, but why did Bray Wyatt beat Matt Hardy in seconds on my head? But if you enjoyed this video, thumb up the video. Let's try and hit, this might sound like back 2 or 3. Yeah. My channel is really small. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Make sure you click notifications on the ding bell. And I'll see you all later, alligators. Bye.